Hi everyone, this is Michelle Patterson with Angel Souls, and these are your February 2015 Angel Oracle card readings. I just wanted to start out with an intro to let you know what decks I will be using for each of the signs. The first deck we're going to be using for this month is the Angel Therapy Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue. And then I will pull a card from the Romance Angels Oracle deck, also by Doreen Virtue. And then I'm going to pull a card from these very Valentine's Day-esque cards, Love Notes Oracle cards by Lisa Atkinson. Okay, stay tuned. Hi there, Aries. Let's see what's coming up for you for February 2015. Just want to shuffle just a little bit longer. Fancy stuff. I'm going to get one romance card for you and then we will get right into it. And as always, I invite all of you to just, as I'm shuffling, always take a deep breath and set an intention for what you would like to get out of this reading. All right? Now remember, you're not going to get all the easy answers. Life doesn't work like that. Most of you know that, but there are some clients who are still kind of getting their feet wet with spirituality and they don't really understand how to listen to these readings. So just bear that in mind, okay? You need to get the guidance. It's not straight answers. We're giving you guidance. All right. So the first card we have is Power Animal. This is really cool. Your animal spirit guide is a guardian to you and is helping you with this situation. You know what's so great about this? A lot of us, especially, a lot of people are into shamanism, and that's awesome. Okay, yeah. But for a lot of the audience that's watching this is very funny because they're saying you guys forget how sacred animals are, some of you. Not that you don't like animals, but you forget to call upon your animal spirit guides as well. So it's not just, I guess what they're getting at here is you have options. So you can talk to what we would perceive as human spirit guides. You can talk to your angels, you can talk to ascended masters, you can talk to other light beings, whatever's coming to you, and there are also animal spirit guides. All right, now I could get into a whole discussion. Maybe 10 seconds. I had a lot of animals come in for me when I was back meditating with my power animals and stuff like that. So to this day, I'm not sure which one is supposedly my power animal, but I know there's just a whole big, when I open up to that, a lot of animals come in and it's very peaceful. And they even, again, maybe this is just me and my meditations, but they come and they communicate with me really through the heart and just really through feeling. And it can at times be very overwhelming, but it's a cool thing. So if you haven't done it, give it a go. This is your month to discover just how big your team is around you, okay? And this might be why. Past life issue. This situation has a basis in one of your previous lifetimes. Ask your angels to help you remember, release, learn, and heal from your past experiences. This is a big topic. Again, this is too much to get into in this video, and I'm certainly no expert. I'm not a past life regressionist, but Metatron is coming up here. Jeremiah is coming up. Michael is coming up. Uriel is coming up. Who else? Zadkiel. What the heck? let me just... It doesn't serve you anymore. That's Jeremiah saying that. There is no honor in hanging on. That's Zadkiel. Michael can help you cut this, but cut the cords away. But what this is going to entail, there are plenty of approaches that you can take. You can do a past life regression and do whatever kind of clearing ceremony you might resonate with. Again, working with those angels that we already talked about. I'm sorry, there's just a lot coming in right now. I'm trying to... I always say Diana Cooper has the Karma Release Meditation. Doreen Virtue also has past life regression with the angels. But the one thing, if you actually want to go to somebody in person to do a past life regression, awesome. That's really cool, But I often have, sometimes when I do personal readings, past life stuff for someone else comes up through me. And I always try to remember to tell people, this is my interpretation of your past life. really what you need to do is see those details for yourself. Because remember, this sort of esoteric experience is trying to filter through your third dimensional ego consciousness, this human brain that you are designed with to get through this earth plane existence, right? So the way it's going to filter through my brain is going to be very different than how you experience it. So it's cool, like if you go and get a reading, like a past life reading, and somebody tells you about a past life, okay, but I still recommend that you do some bit of work on your own and just see how the details might differ. Okay? P.S. while we're on the subject of past lives, I cannot hear one more time. I was burned at the stake in Salem, Massachusetts. No, you weren't. You know why? They didn't burn them at the stake. They hanged them. Okay? So if you're getting the message that you were burned at the stake for being a witch, you were probably in Europe. Okay, sometimes things, and I'm getting kind of a sting in my stomach. Like, I think so many people say that, and I'm getting a sting because I know there might be some backlash about that. I'm sorry, I don't mean to offend anybody. If you really believe that you were burned at the stake, maybe history is wrong. Okay, maybe. But I'm saying that because you don't want to use this brain to just assign meaning to something. Does that make sense? So be careful with what's coming up. Journal about it, and if you're unsure about some of the facts in it, that's what the angels are here for. Okay, they can absolutely help you. All right, there's my lecture on past life stuff. The next card we have is mediumship, and it says you have the natural ability to connect with departed loved ones. So there's that card. You guys might be getting a slightly longer reading this month because I have a lot to say about this as well. Your loved ones on the other side, if they just recently departed, you can talk to them, absolutely. But before you do that, I would highly recommend that you cleanse your energy, right? Like, think of it like if you're going to go meet grandma for dinner, you know, you would shower and get all ready. You want to do a clearing on your energy. You want to ask Archangel Michael to come in and shield you in white light, blue light, however you perceive it. It doesn't matter. There are no rules with the angels. We're the ones who make up the rules. Whatever you resonate with, protect yourself, okay? Then you can invite some departed loved one to come in, to come in and talk to you. Here's another thing that I want people to be aware of. I hear often, my grandmother watches over me. My grandmother is one of my spirit guides. That's not the message I get. That does not mean you're wrong. You know, again, everybody is filtering in the spiritual knowledge and we're just presenting, okay? So I'm just going to present to you this viewpoint. My understanding is that your grandmother could be watching over you, but it's not because she is your spirit guide. It's because she loves you and she's still feeling an attachment to you, meaning you haven't let go, or she maybe, you know, remember, she was human. So she might have things that, like, for example, my grandmother hung around for a very, very, very long time, and I realized that she was hanging around out of a bit of guilt. And when I finally did that cleansing, I was able to release her, and I realized that it was pretty selfish of me to keep hanging on to her. She has other things to do on the other side. Your loved ones, you know, I mean, if you want to contact them, do it, all right? But remember, they ain't just sitting around in, like, spirit world just like waiting to hang out with you. They got stuff to do, okay? They might be a little busy, all right? But the whole spirit guide thing, they can't just depart out and turn around and be your spirit guide. I don't think. At least that's the way I get the message. And again, I don't really fully understand what this is, but the feeling I get from the angels is that there's some bit of training. Yeah, it's almost like spirit detox, because they have to sort of detox and recover from their, you know, their impurity. They're pure when they go over there, but it's like they just need some downtime before they start going on to the next thing. So they can't just turn around and be your spirit guide. So there's some thing where they kind of rest for a while, and then they kind of have to go through like spirit guide training, I guess is the best way that we would understand it. And so, yeah, so again, it's too long to get into here, I suppose, but just be careful is all I'm saying, because there are other beings that could come in and pose as your loved ones. Okay, James Van Prague is an excellent person. If you're on GaiaM TV, if you have a subscription to that, he has a beautiful show on there. I think it's called Spirit Talk. he covers that kind of stuff, and he is a medium who does deal directly with the fourth dimensional beings, which would be your departed loved ones, okay? There. So the romance card we have is express your love. That's right, guys. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. So again, if you're single, get out there and make a move. It's okay to ask somebody out. And if they turn you down, they're not the only person on this planet, honey. Just go on and find somebody else. But if you're with someone, this is important for you. Very important for you, especially if you've been maybe married for a long time or whatever. Don't take each other for granted. All right? I said to another sign, you have a partner. There are a lot of us out there who currently do not have partners and have to do things on our own. And for some of us, it's for darn good reason. It's for spiritual growth, or it's just not the right time for us. You have been gifted the presence of another soul with you. Again, don't take it for granted. Express your love. Show how much you appreciate that other person. Okay? So let's pull a Valentine's Day card for you. Aw, love, trust. Okay, and the number is 31. So when you're in that loving state, they're saying the more you're in a loving state, the harder it is for suspicion to come in, the harder it is for doubt to come in. If a soul wasn't meant to be there, they wouldn't be there. So whether your relationships out there are good or bad or whatever, you're on your own and you just can't figure out why you're on your own, all of it is happening for a reason. So as soon as you see and learn and understand the message from that or the lesson from that, the faster you can, either, unfortunately for some of you, move on, or the faster you can pull in that love. Okay? So there it is, guys. Wow, I threw a lot at you. I'm really sorry. Have a beautiful month and happy Valentine's Day. Take care.